Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Turner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Let's go. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Sneaks it into the end zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Acho. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wants to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job. end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires complete on the crosser. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. To the air on first down. He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Acho. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires on the move. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield. They got the tackle for a loss.
It's complete.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Open field on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. This defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball to make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Will send its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get
running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 15 over Buffalo. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Butler. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be stopped a yard or 2 short of the 20. It'll bring up 4th down and decision time. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Goes to the option. The pitch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Power football with the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Gonna run it. It's Acho. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Jayhawks. Come on. 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the day. First down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught close to the marker. It's Darnold. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the big fella. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Horned Frogs had this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Butler. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease. It's Acho. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Gets rid of it. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Jayhawks with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Acho. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Horned Frogs inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated.